Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a fascinating guest in studio. It's Sam Kwok, and he's the co-founder of the Kwak brothers. So welcome, Sam.
Welcome, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about who and what the Kwak brothers are.
Yes, so the Kwak brothers, we originally started as a real estate investing brand. We do fix and flips, we buy apartments, and but we stumbled across this concept of paying off a mortgage faster, and we got intrigued by it because we have rental properties, and we're like, hey, what if we can start paying off our mortgage even faster? And we started paying some of the debts that we have personally, and we started sharing this with our friends and family, and they were also fascinated by this concept as well. And soon enough, we shot a video and put it on YouTube, just blew up, and people were like, hey, how do we learn more about this? So it became a business where we're now helping individuals, homeowners, pay off their mortgage faster within an average of 5 to 7 years without making more money or cutting back on their expenses.
It's fascinating to me in many ways. I love the fact that that you took your idea, you put it out on YouTube, and you used, good old-fashioned entrepreneurialism to get it done. So good for you. Super proud of you for that. So tell me a little bit about what the strategy is.
Yes. So the strategy involves in using another banking concept, banking product called a home equity line of credit. Well, first let's explain why a mortgage is terrible, and I'll make this real quick. But mortgages, typically a 30-year mortgage is front-loaded interest, meaning if you get a mortgage today, vast majority of your monthly payment is going towards the bank. So let's say monthly payment of $1,000, about $700 to $800 of that is going towards interest. So the issue is a lot of individuals start this way, and they end up refinancing or selling the home every 7 to 10 years. And what's happening is they don't really get to pay off their principal balance, which is what the mortgage loan balance is, and this is a cycle that people are in. So what a home equity line of credit does is we're able to take a chunk of the principal balance of the mortgage, and we're able to reduce the debt on the mortgage significantly faster. And the idea is we're taking all of our income, putting it on the home equity line of credit, reducing the balance of the home equity line of credit, thus subject to less interest, and then we're able to use the same amount that we put into the home equity line of credit for expenses. Now what this does is it reduces what's called average daily balance on the HELOC, which ultimately saves us a ton of interest along the way.
Wow. So it's a lot. I got a couple of questions. So first of all, where did this strategy come from?
Yes, so the strategy originated from overseas in Australia and New Zealand. In fact, a quarter of all Australians are now using this strategy to pay off their mortgage. And of course, we haven't heard about this because whenever the banks find out, hey, this is going to make us less money, we're not going to talk about it. And in fact, we're going to demonetize or de-incentivize us giving out HELOCs. In fact, most bankers don't make money at all when offering a HELOC, but they make a lot of money on offering a mortgage.
So if I'm someone who thinks this sounds fascinating to me, this sounds like a good way to go, do you help me do that? Is that what the Kwak brothers do?
Yeah, so a lot of times individuals will check out our strategy, they'll learn about it. In fact, there are other organizations that share this strategy as well. You can do this on your own, which is like changing your own oil, or you can have someone who's trained, and we have a team of licensed individuals that would take on the person's financial situation and help that individual go through this process.
So who's your ideal client, or who's the client that seeks you out the most? So
a lot of times we have individuals that are in 40s through 60s that are looking to retire faster, and the reason why they can't retire is they have a mortgage and they want to get rid of it. Their alternative thought is maybe we should just downsize and sell the property, but the problem is they may have bought the home at a certain time where the prices are higher, but the prices are low now. So and they still owe a mortgage, so they can't get out. So individuals seek us anywhere between 40 to 60s, looking to retire faster, spend more time with their family or their kids or even grandkids, and just have a debt-free life using our strategy.
Now, I could see an argument here that mortgage rates are at an all-time low. Why would this strategy matter now? Yeah,
so mortgage rates are indeed all-time low. The only issue is that we haven't seen this rise of 30-year loan balance in a history. Prior to the 70s and 80s, a lot of individuals were borrowing using 10-year, 15-year amortization loans. Today, more and more individuals are opting in for the 30-year amortization, and when you add time to the mix, even with a lower interest rate, it becomes dangerous. In fact, I encourage everyone to go check out their mortgage statements right now and see how much they're going to end up paying at the end of the 30-year cycle. So even though the rates are low, the amortization period is longer, which means that more interest is going to be owed over time. So I know a lot of individuals watching our videos and checking our strategy, they'll say, well, Sam, the HELOC interest rate is significantly higher than the mortgage. How does that even work? Well, it's going back to the idea of reducing the home equity line of credit balance using all of our income, and reducing that balance equals less interest. Thus, even though the interest rate's higher, we have a lower balance, which means lower interest rate, lower interest amount.
Well, and I think it's helpful that if someone wants to do this, they can hire somebody on your team to guide them through this process. Because much like changing your own oil, I wouldn't want to do that. But it gets a little bit, I think, confusing or scary when you're thinking about all the money and all the interest going up, going down, and keeping that all moving.
It's a learning process.
It is.
It's like, it's like driving. You don't want a 15-year-old out there driving without a license, right?
Right.
You want to go through a course or at least learn the process or get an idea. So we do have a team, trained staff that assists individuals going through the process. They're licensed, so they have the fiduciary capacity to do this, and they will take on your numbers and see what they can do and how fast they can help you pay off their mortgage.
Well, I think this would also be super for anybody that might have investment property or a second home, a or vacation home.
Yeah. So, I'm a benefactor. My brother and I own 41 rental properties, and, this has helping us pay off our mortgage as well. So if you have an investment property, a vacation home, or a second home, this is a phenomenal strategy as well to reduce the liability that every month you're paying for the mortgage. So this will be an outstanding strategy for those individuals as well.
So a good place for someone to start learning about this is really to check out your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so YouTube channel is great. You can also schedule a free discovery call. So our team will actually go through your numbers to see how much potentially you can save. Not exact, but we can get a ballpark figure on how much we can potentially save.
That's awesome. Sam, thanks for stopping by and sharing this with me and my viewers. I appreciate it. It's a new concept.
Yes.
You're living the American dream, helping us live the American dream. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.